Where do I'm looking
at this camera.
Oh, right. That one. Okay, gotcha.
Good evening. Welcome to Young and Successful. This afternoon, I have Miss Ashanti here.
Yes.
Welcome. Thanks for coming out. So you guys, I know you see we have such a large supply of delicious food. I'm not vegan, never tried to be, but something special about her is that's one of her niche. And let me just quit talking and let her tell you a little bit more about herself.
Well, I was born in South America, Guyana. My father and I came to this country in the 90s, and food has always been my purpose.
Good.
I always loved the idea of eating, looking at the reactions of how people enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. After high school, I decided to go to culinary school, which
nice.
My family was like, who's going to school to cook? But it was my passion. That's the reason I'm here. And went to culinary school, traveled, worked for Starwood Hotels and Resorts. Then I also worked at country clubs, Charlotte Country Club in North Carolina. And I spent a long time in Georgia. I worked at the River Club, which is a luxury country club. And I got to make food for people such as Michael Jordan, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, so you've been making food for people for a very long time.
Yes.
Great. So how did you get to Texas and come up with Suzie's Catering?
Yes, so I've traveled a ton. I moved to Buffalo, New York, and I had an opportunity to transition to Houston.
Great.
And I was hired to do an event with someone, and I saw that there was a lack of healthy eating, as I see it. So I just created some recipes, changed up a few things, made it my own, culturally and based on and from my experience. And so there it is.
Something interesting you said is you moved here and you realized there was a lack of healthy eating, because we all know Texas is like one of the highest obese states in the U.S. right now. So healthy eating is essential here. Absolutely.
And I had an opportunity to volunteer at the Palm Farmers Market, and there was it's an organic market. It's free to go and check out, and you can buy produce. And I would get tons of produce, sauteed up, because I was in the middle of transitioning to become a vegetarian, but I still do like fish and chicken.
Oh, wow.
But the fish and chicken that I use in my business is, the chicken is halal and the fish is wild caught. I don't use tilapia and catfish, so that's what I've done. I've used a lot of grains, chickpeas, a lot of beans, plantains, fresh. Everything is made fresh from scratch. Right here I have a vegan carrot cake. There's no eggs. It's made with flax meal.
A vegan carrot cake. I have never heard of that.
Yes. And just to add a little kick to it, a lot of my clients, they drizzle, I have a date syrup, or date honey I call it, and you drizzle it on top instead of frosting. I do have a delicious cream cheese frosting that I make as well. I make a drink. It's called sorrel.
Sorrel, yes. And oh my gosh, you all, Marcelo, our producer, he has been like trying to get into this video to get some more of this drink. Tell him about this drink and how good it is and how healthy it is for the body.
It's wonderful. It's made with hibiscus flower. It's got spices and ginger. Ginger's a little kick to it. It's great for digestion, cholesterol. People have lost weight. It's even helped some of my clients with their allergies. I also have ginger beer made with fresh ginger and spices. And it's just steeped. It's brewed up in a couple days. It's bottled. It's delicious. And I always have it readily available.
Nice, good, because I think Marcelo's going to get a whole case from you once this show is over with. So, just talking about, being a chef to, starting your own catering company, what are some challenges and some struggles that you had to overcome in order to continue to be so successful?
Well, my goal, I have three amazing daughters, Fia, Amina, and Ayama. My goal is to be there for my children and have a job that, have a career that allows me to be a full-time parent and also run a business. So with my catering and having a cafe, I'm able to work around that. I can work during the day while they're in school, and then in the evening I can be at home and, focus on them so they don't feel like I'm spending too much time. That's the greatest part about being an entrepreneur, that you can work your schedule around your family.
So good. So really that work-life balance is very
Yeah.
key to you.
That was the challenge, and also being closer into the city and finding the niche. And in the third ward, it's beautiful. There's so many vegetarians there, and they love my food, and it's just awesome. They're supportive.
So if you're in Third Ward, Houston, Katy area, anywhere in that proximity, make sure you reach out to Ashanti. She has a great vegan selection. I've actually saw this show called What the Health on
Yes.
Netflix. Oh my gosh, I almost went vegan.
Almost,
but,
right?
Almost right, but I didn't do it. But it showed me how bad and how processed a lot of foods really are. And it made me, change my diet some. So
Yes.
I like your model.
Transitional eating.
Transitional eating. I like
Yes.
that. What is transitional eating?
So I guess coined the term transitional eating. So we're getting away from eating pork and beef. I personally don't eat pork. Once in a blue moon, I may have a hamburger, which is rare. But I'm trying to get people away from eating heavier meats. And so the chicken that I use, it's halal. And the vegetables are either fresh from a garden or organic. So I'm just trying to eat cleaner eating. The fish, I do a fish fry. The fish is wild caught. It's not farm raised, so it's not filled with antibiotics. It's cleaner eating.
Good. So transitional eating is key, you guys. And I'm going to work on my transitional eating. I actually started today when I had one of her Suzie wraps. And it was delicious. Like, tell people what are in it, because I guess it's like a meal that vegans enjoy eating.
Yeah, vegans, vegetarians, they love eating. It's chickpea bread, so I use chickpea flour. I make a chickpea bread stuffed with sauteed chickpeas, with turmeric, lots of garlic and onions, and then it's topped with cilantro and green onions and drizzled with a tamarind sauce that I make from fresh tamarind.
Nice. And I've never had a vegan meal, but I didn't know it was a vegan meal until you told me. So maybe I can start my transitional
Absolutely.
eating right now.
Susie's.
Yes, with Suzie's. So great. Tell people how they can find you if they want to order, if they want to start on their transitional eating path today. Let them know where they can find you, where they can get started.
Absolutely. So on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm located at the Shape Community Center on Live Oak. It's 8513, I believe, or 3815 Live Oak. I'm also on Facebook, Suzie's Install Catering. On Instagram, Let Suzie Help. Twitter, Let Suzie Help. And you can email me, www.letsuziehelp.com.
Great. Make sure you reach out to Suzie if you're, battling. It's new year, new goals. If you have new body weight goals that you're trying to obtain, or if you're a vegan or want to be a vegan, I'm sure she can help navigate that whole process, give you some great insight on the things that she's done or she's seen work with her clientele, and make the transitional a lot smoother. So great. Well, look, it's going fast. I'm really ready to dive in to all this food I've been eating before we started, but I couldn't eat too much. Didn't want to have anything in my teeth or anything. But Ashanti, let them know, let the audience know, drop a nugget or two of, what would you tell an entrepreneur who is interested in being a chef, who's interested in starting their own catering company? What's a word of advice that you would give them today that you wish you would have had?
Definitely stay in purpose. No one, well, a lot of people around me didn't understand why I wanted to go to culinary school. It's a channel of, being able to be your own entrepreneur. I would say definitely follow your purpose. Everyone's here for a reason. And, you stick with it and you put your hard work into it and it will definitely succeed. So stay in purpose and, put in those 10,000 hours, which matters.
Yeah, nobody said it would be easy, right?
Yeah, it's not. You're gonna have challenges, but if it's for you, it will definitely work out. And continue to just be positive.
Positive thinking. I like that. And positivity is contagious.
Absolutely.
Yes. So great. Thank you, Ashanti, for coming out. I enjoyed it. I'm going to really start working on my transitional eating now. And me and Marcella are about to tear this food up. So we'll see you next week, same time, 8:30 p.m. on Thursday at Young and Successful.